Hello YouTube. It is Burbazooka. How to pump cubes to a girl belly. Almost every girl who wants to look good and tries to keep her body in shape sooner or later asks how to pump up cubes. And the result is that they want to quickly spend the minimum of time on exercises and preferably do it at home. But how else is it, because the beautiful press is the first about the sign of the sports body. It is a little more difficult to pump a girl's press than a guy, and you need to consider such factors over which men do not think. For example, you need to pay attention to the menstrual cycle. We recommend not to practice the day before the month and a couple of days after. And so, if you decide to pump the cubes in the first place, you need to come down from heaven to earth and realize that without regular training on your own press there will not be a result, and the program that gives you the desired result for a week simply does not exist. Want to pump up the press? Then work on it every day and get what you want. Without the efforts of a beautiful sports body is not achieved. If you are a girl who is serious, we recommend that you give the exercises half an hour a day, every day, except for the days mentioned above. You will see the result after about a month of regular classes, and maybe even more depending on what form you were in before you started training. It's worth noting that girls who want to learn how to pump up cubes but who are overweight should work much more than thin ones. Even a centimeter layer of fat on your stomach will not give you the ability to pump the press, even with very intensive workouts. So, in addition to exercises for the press, you will have to do what will allow you to lose this unnecessary weight. It's running, walking, eating healthy and drying the body. Probably, every clever girl understands that with superfluous weight of beautiful cubes is not achieved. Next, we move on to the basics of training. Of course, in the gym, it's best to do it, and if there's a personal trainer near you, it's generally perfect and will give a very good result if you walk regularly. But of course, if you want to pump up the dice, girl can safely and at home, if not to be lazy. All that can be useful for good exercise is a fitness mat. It is very important to understand that before any exercises, even for the press, it is very important to warm up, stretch muscles, gymnastics, dancing, do whatever you want, but go to exercises with warmed muscles. It is during training after a good workout that you will get the maximum effect from the exercises. So you will see the effects of training much faster, and this is exactly what everyone is achieving, is not it? To start the load you need 2 hours after meals and no later than 2 hours before going to bed. Also, I want to note that it is very important in any sports classes that your body should be in harmony. If you swing the press and, for example, the arms or muscles of the chest, then in no case should you forget about the back, as there may be a muscle imbalance and your posture may be disturbed. If you are engaged with a coach in the gym, he will accurately note that the body should swing evenly. But, if you decide to achieve the result without spending money on the gym, exercises on the muscles. Exercises that allow you to make the stomach more taut and the waist narrower. Such sports exercises are not aimed to pump up your cubes, but will do everything to make your body look natural. All you need to know is how to set the bar. This is initially quite difficult, because all muscle groups are straining. The rest leaning on the elbows, and your hands are bent exactly 90 degrees. And your legs should hang in the air resting only on the fingers. Try to stay that way for half a minute. Take a moment break and such 3 approaches. You can, of course, simplify your task and bend your knees, if you do not succeed, but in time for a good effect, go to the standard bar. The most effective exercises to pump the press are, of course, exercises on the rectus abdominis muscle. Classical twisting and resting lying while lifting your legs upwards by 90 degrees, these are exactly the exercises that you need. There are a lot of such exercises and their effectiveness should not be doubted. It is worth noting that if you have included in your program exercises on oblique abdominal muscles, this is of course necessary, but we do not advise you, as they make the waist of the girl visually wider. If before you is the goal to remove the sides and strengthen the oblique muscles, minimize or completely eliminate lateral dynamic exercises. Thank you for your time and attention listening to me. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You can also click the bell sign to be informed about new videos. Have a great day.